Sir, now I request our ADG sir to present a bouquet to our DGP sir. Thank you, sir. Good morning, officers. Respected DGP Sri Gautam Samang IPS, sir. Additional DGP CID Sri PV Sunil Kumar IPS, sir. DIGs Sri Sunil Nayak, sir, and Sri Harikrishna IPS, sir. Chief Legal Advisor Sri Shravan Kumar, sir. Other police officers and ministerial staff of APCID. A warm welcome to you all for this farewell function of our Honorable DGP Sir Sri Gautam Samang. As you all know, no government employee can stay forever in a same post at same place. We have to cherish the briefest times of spending working together and learn the best practices from great people like our DGP Sir. Sir, AP Police is fortunate enough to work under your leadership. We are all proud to be part of today's farewell function to remember and honor your services. Now I request Additional Director General Police CID Sri PV Sunil Kumar IPS to welcome the chief guest and give a valuable speech. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, respected DGP sir, Sri Gautam Savangaru IPS, and all the officers and friends here. ఈరోజు in the life of an officer, bureaucrat, police officer, as you all know, this holding different posts is general. It happens. So sir also, as both of us, we started our career in Warangal. So though I could not work under him directly, sir was SP Warangal, and later I joined as probationer in Warangal, and people used to say sir's bravery in fighting left-wing extremism and things like that, he left his mark. There were many SPs who worked as SPs in Warangal, but very few officers left their mark, and definitely Savang sir's mark was definitely there. This is what personally I could vouch for. Later I happened to read the literature of People's War also, the communication between them and papers. I could see several times mention of sir in that. I never told you, sir, but we used to see in the SBX, we used to call. So in SBX, I used to read all this material. Then we used to realize how sir has made his mark. And as you all know, under the sir's leadership as Director General of Police, sir is welfare-oriented officer. You all know there are several measures which were taken up by sir. Introduction of the weekly off, or the Bhadrata loans enhancement, coverage of Arogya Bhadrata. There are so many things which welfare IG will speak. I don't want to steal his words, but you all know we are all benefited by him. Even myself personally benefited, because recently we purchased one villa in Cygnus Vistas. So that is not being constructed, it is being constructed. So far we could not have a proper home. We are all getting home because of sir's initiative and directive to grant us loan from Bhadrata. So at least there is a hope that we'll have our own home. So likewise, from lower rank, from the constable, home guard to additional DGP, all ranks have benefited by his welfare orientation. There is no second word about it. And he's a tough police officer, as we all know. CID under his leadership has taken up several cases. Chala sensational cases manam investigation తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. అంతకుముందు సిఐడి అంటే ఇన్కాగ్నిటో ఉండేది. సిఐడి చీఫ్ ఎవరు, ఆయన వస్తున్నారో పోతున్నారో ఎవరికి తెలిసేది కాదు. సార్ నన్ను ఇక్కడికి సిఐడి చీఫ్గా తీసుకొచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్ ట్రస్ట్ హీ హ్యాస్ bestowed on us, and kind of work he endorsed. All sensational cases, very big cases are given to us. We did our best, and that is how CID got recognition. And So many Scotch awards we got. సార్కి అయితే ఇంకా ఇండియాలోనే రికార్డ్ లెవెల్లో ఐ థింక్ సమ్ 50 ఆడ్ స్కాచ్ అవార్డ్స్ హ్యావ్ కమ్. సో ఆయన గైడెన్స్లో మనం కూడా కొన్ని స్కాచ్ అవార్డ్స్, కొన్ని టెక్సబ్ అవార్డ్స్ మనం కూడా తెచ్చుకోవడం జరిగింది. హీ ఇన్స్పైర్స్ హిస్ టీమ్ టు వర్క్ ఇన్ దట్ డైరెక్షన్ టు అచీవ్ ఎక్సలెన్స్. సో చెప్పుకోవాలంటే చాలా ఉన్నాయి మనం సార్ డైరెక్షన్లో మనం సాధించినవి. మన చాలా ఇనిషియేటివ్స్, సైబర్ బుల్లీ షీట్స్ కానీ ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ కూడా ఇండియాలో మొట్టమొదటిసారి సార్ గైడెన్స్లో మనం పెట్టుకున్నాం. అలాగే ఆపరేషన్ ముస్కాన్ కోవిడ్ టైంలో అందరూ పిల్లల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళడానికి ముట్టుకోవడానికి భయపడే రోజుల్లో మనం పీపీటీ కిట్లు వేసుకొని మాస్కులు పెట్టుకొని చిన్నపిల్లల్ని వల్నరబుల్ ప్లేసెస్ నుంచి సేఫ్ హోమ్లకి తీసుకురావడం అనేది సార్ గట్టిగా పట్టుకోవడం వల్ల జరిగింది. అదర్వైజ్ ఆ రోజున ఉమెన్ అండ్ చైల్డ్ వెల్ఫేర్ సెక్రటరీ అందరూ కూడా అబ్జెక్షన్ చేశారు. కోవిడ్ టైంలో మీరేంది ఇలాంటివి పెడతారు, మీ వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా పోతారు, మీ పోలీసులకి కోవిడ్ ఉండదని గ్యారంటీ ఏమిటి, వీళ్ళ నుంచి పిల్లలకి అంటుకోదని ఏంటి, ఇట్లాగా సెవరల్ నెగిటివ్ పీపుల్ టాక్ నెగిటివ్ థింగ్స్ అని వాళ్ళంతా నెగిటివ్గా మాట్లాడారు. అప్పుడు సార్ ఒకటే చెప్పారు, మేము పీపీటీ కిట్లు వేసుకున్నాం, ఒకవేళ మా కానిస్టేబుల్కి ముందు మేము టెంపరేచర్ అన్ని టెస్ట్ చేసే పెడతాము, ఈవెన్ దెన్ ఇఫ్ ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ కోవిడ్ ఆల్సో పీపీటీ కిట్ వేసుకుంటాడు కాబట్టి అతనికి రాదని సార్ స్పష్టంగా చెప్పడం జరిగింది. అట్లా సార్ ఒక గట్టి ఇనిషియేటివ్ స్టాండ్ తీసుకోవడం వల్ల మనం చాలా మంచి పనులు చేయగలిగాం, చాలా మంచి పేరు తెచ్చుకోగలిగాం. అండ్ ఇద్దరు ఆఫీసర్లకి సార్ చేతుల మీదుగా సిఐడి ఆఫీసర్స్కి ఐపీఎస్ రావడం కూడా జరిగింది. పాపం వాళ్ళు ఎప్పటి నుంచో వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్. ఐ థింక్ మోర్ దెన్ 5 years దే ఆర్ స్ట్రగ్లింగ్. And finally, it came through your hands. They are all very happy and thankful to you forever. And immediately whenever I got wanted some officers, sir, నాకు ఫలానా ఆఫీసర్ కావాలంటే సునీల్ నాయక్ కానీ, హరికృష్ణ కానీ, ఎనీ ఎస్పీ కావాలంటే సార్ తనకి షార్టేజ్ ఉన్నా కూడా ఇమీడియట్గా నాకు ప్రయారిటీ ఇచ్చి సిఐడికి ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. సో సార్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇంకా కొంతకాలం పనిచేయాలని ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడా సార్ ఇంకా మంచి పొజిషన్లోకి, ఒక కాన్స్టిట్యూషనల్ పోస్ట్లోకి వెళ్ళటం చాలా సంతోషం. సో క్యాబినెట్ ర్యాంక్ ఉన్నటువంటి పదవి అది. అంటే ఇప్పుడున్న పదవి కన్నా కూడా అది చాలా హోదా రీత్యా పెద్దది అయినప్పటికీ మరి మీరు మమ్మల్ని వదిలిపెట్టి వెళ్ళిపోయినందుకు మా అందరికీ కూడా కొంత బాధ అనేది ఉంటుంది సార్. సో సార్ ఎక్కడున్నా కూడా మన డిపార్ట్మెంట్ని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, మమ్మల్ని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలని కోరుతూ, సో సార్ గైడెన్స్లో, లీడర్షిప్లో పబ్లిక్ సర్వీస్ కమిషన్ మంచి మెరికల్ లాంటి ఆఫీసర్స్ని ఎంపిక చేసి డిపార్ట్మెంట్కి, గవర్నమెంట్కి ఇవ్వాలని ఆశిస్తూ సార్కి శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తూ ఈరోజు ఎంతో కైండ్నెస్తో సిఐడికి రావాలి సార్ తమ రాగానే. ఐ థింక్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సార్ని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేయగానే నేను వస్తానని చెప్పి సార్ రావడం జరిగింది. ఐఎమ్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు యూ ఆన్ బిహాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద ఆఫీసర్స్ ఇన్ సిఐడి సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్. అండ్
Thank you, sir. Now I invite AP State Ministerial Staff Vice President Sri Kishore Garu to say a few words about the chief guest. Thank you, Kishore Garu. Now I request DIG Sri Sunil Naik IPS to share his experiences of working with the chief guest.
So good morning, sir. I would like to start with a Urdu couplet which says, सूरज हूँ जिंदगी की रमक छोड़ जाऊंगा, सूरज हूँ जिंदगी की रमक छोड़ जाऊंगा, मैं डूब भी गया पीछे सबक छोड़ जाऊंगा, which basically means as long as I am there, I'm the sun, and as long as I'm there, I'll shed a light on your life. And even if I set, the lessons that I leave will always be there with you. It's a very emotional moment, sir, but as an outsider, the leadership that you exemplified in this journey of mine 2 years is what I would always remember. But specifically, I would like to share 3 incidents which have really touched me in this journey. First is my own story. A few years back, my father met with an accident and he was not able to move. I wanted to move to Andhra Pradesh so that I could take care of him. I came here. I met the then DGP. I tried to find out any contact that would help me out, would facilitate that. And I actually went back disappointed. I thought this is not going to happen. Then there was a change in guard. Sir became the DGP. I again came and met him. He was so positive. He immediately took up this issue, called the ADG Law and Order, asked him to run a file on this. I had no political contacts. I didn't know anybody from the political system. He told me whom to meet and what is to be projected. And it was for that reason that somehow this happened. And it's completely because of sir that today I'm here. I'm able to take care of my father. But it was just not that. At the beginning of the COVID, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and the treatment was I was sure the treatment is going to be very expensive. I was in a dilemma. I was in trauma actually, and I wanted to explore whether I would be able to get some help from Arogya Bhadrata. And though I have not been a contributing member of Arogya Bhadrata, I just joined. Sir was kind enough to immediately sanction that. And because of that, I could get my mother treated very well. Sir, I will owe this a lot to you, sir. I could really take care of both of my parents. I could save them from all sorts of danger. Sir, this is what empathy, sir. Empathy that you showed as a leader. That's a true hallmark of leadership. The second incident that really touched me was the COVID crisis. Now, COVID was something that was never seen before. It has never in the experience of a few hundreds of years, we have come across any such humanitarian crisis. Now, our brain works more like a AI machine. If we know some crisis, we know how to solve a problem. But if it's an unforeseen crisis, then there is no way we can solve that problem. But Sir was at the helm of affairs. He didn't know what was coming up, but his attention to detail, he just looked at everything that could be possible. He took our suggestions. I remember there were times when he would take teleconferences till 12 o'clock, trying to brainstorm with junior officers. He would encourage us to talk. And that attention to detail I felt, was what really saved the day. But during that time, what really touched me was that an old lady who had saved some money and was giving cool drinks to constables who were posted. Sir actually got in touch with her through a video call and actually bowed his hands to her for doing this. Called her Amma, that's like mother. So that was so touching, so much of humility for a DGP to talk to a very commoner. That was really, really very, very impressive, sir. And during the same time, the care you took for our own men, wherever we went, there were hospitals which were earmarked for us, and crores were actually spent on our welfare during that COVID time, sir. It shows you are a true leader of men, sir. The third incident is Sir kept pushing me because I've done my master's in AI, so he kept pushing me for doing something out of it. I'm sure Sir is still disappointed with me on that. But what really surprised me was that I have already worked with 12 DGPs. And this was the first time that somebody was pushing me on technology so much. I was like, what is coming? And then over a period of time, I realized that he is so much technology oriented. I have never seen a DGP like that. And because of that, uh, because of the technology innovations in policing, we actually stood first in the country in a survey done by Indian Police Foundation. Sir, the very hallmark that you were conferred with the best DGP of the country itself shows, speaks volumes of what you are, sir. So as I said in the beginning, sir, you may leave, but your memories of your leadership will be with us. And you have left a lot of lessons for us. Myself, as an aspiring DGP, at some time in future, when I turn back the pages of time, the lessons I learned in these 2 years that I spent under your leadership, sir, I'm sure will help me see through this crisis that I'm likely to face then. Sir, I once again, on behalf of ADG CID and the whole CID family, wish you good luck, sir, and thank you for the time that you took off to spend here. And I would also like to thank ADG CID, sir, for his warm gesture of organizing this function. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, now I request our ADG CID Sri Sunil Kumar, sir, to felicitate the chief guest. ఏడీజీ సార్ డీజీపీ గారిని షాల్వాతో సత్కరిస్తున్నారు. పూలదండ వేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. ఏడి తరపున మెమెంటో ఇవ్వవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు మినిస్ట్రియల్ స్టాఫ్ తరపున కిషోర్ గారు డీజీపీ గారిని శాలువాతో సత్కరిస్తారండి. ఓకే ఇవ్వాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. Thank you, sir. May I take the privilege of inviting our chief guest to share his thoughts and deliver his valuable message to APCID and AP Police.
Thank you, Radhika. My colleague, ADG.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, I'll miss it.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to give it to you.
Thank you. Thank you. My colleague, esteemed colleague, Sunil, ADG CID, Sunil Naik, DIG, Hari, Radhika, and all other CLA Garu, all other staff and officers and ministerial staff from the CID. Thank you very much at the outset for calling me for this function to give me a farewell. I don't know what all to say because this is the first function. First of all, it was all very sudden. I'm still trying to, while many things were said, I was trying to put my thoughts together. It has been quite a journey last 2 years and 7-8 months as a DG. Once the new government formed, and ever since then, there was I was more or less, carried away with the tide of things. On a daily basis, there was so much of things to do. a day was never enough. That is the kind of the feeling that I had. So I could never end a day. At the end of the day, I would feel that there's so much to be done, could not do it. So that's the reason you find many of you would have found me till late hours in the office. But I did my best of my abilities. And in that effort, of course, CID has played an important role under the leadership of your ADG. He is quite a outstanding officer with so many qualities which he can really transmit down the line. So your performance of the CID has been very, in many fields, very outstanding. And particularly, I must say that use of technology in trying to reach out to vulnerable sections of the society, whether it's women, children, whether it is other sections of the society who are deprived socially, economically, otherwise as well. So the weaker section of the society particularly, and that's our responsibility as a policeman, that those who are in needy section of the society, that's the common man, masses. They need the services of the police most. So towards that direction, CID has done a lot of work using technology particularly and reaching out and catering to those kind of requirements as never before. Our achievements have been, for the police department, quite significant in these areas, like never before. So I must really appreciate your ADG for giving that kind of guidance and leadership. I thank the nice words what you guys have been speaking about me. I tried my best, as I said, and I know that I could have done more. Every time, like every day, I feel ఇంకా చాలా చేయాల్సిందే. Likewise, even now I feel, I could have done more. So I wish I could have done more. But I think everybody has their limit, whether it's time limit, whether it is your energy limit, whether it's your, limit in all sense. A day has 24 hours. Sitting in a particular, post also has its time. And then you see time moves on. And always, every movement is, for many it's very uncertain. But as far as I am concerned, I always took every change in life as a positive move for me. And so in this instance also, it has been the same case. Whatever change, I am looking forward for the change and the opportunity which the government has given me. First of all, as a DG, and then secondly, this new assignment. I'm just, while coming, while coming on this place, I also heard, I got a lot of calls. I'm being offered this assignment. So I'm really looking forward to that. AP Police has got a very rich legacy in many of the policing domains, as being a very professional, very competent police force in the country. We had a lot of deeply rooted, embedded ethos of the work culture, the traditions, the various processes that we had put in place, the kind of SOPs and the manuals that we had. Not many states in the country has that kind of a very well organized, very well ordained systems and processes. So it is also important for all of us to see that those, you know, SOPs, those processes, the systems are maintained and furthered. Each one of us must keep trying to improve upon always. And that should be the attitude and the approach. How best can we contribute? How best can we improve? So that has been always my kind of a guiding, what do you call, a principle and a drive. Whatever I do, it's only towards the best output. Has been the attitude that I have been followed. I would not like to, cause anything negative for anybody, because there is enough positive in everybody, in every situation, that we can always harness and then push it and propel towards the positive outcomes and the positive end results. I mean, that has been my attitude all the while. Actually, I must say that I could have done more as a DG for the CID. I wish I had done, and I really could have done more, like generally as well as for the CID. But nevertheless, CID has, even on its own, whatever little that I could do, I've done, but they have done a very good job. So I must congratulate ADG CID and his team of officers, all of you. In any organization, everybody individually and collectively have to work together. And there is a synergy like that, the organization's goals and objectives will always be achievable. So you've done a good job. Please keep it up, all of you, and take the flag of AP Police further. And in that, AP CID also is very, very well-known organization in the country, across the country as well, in terms of professional competencies. So please take it forward. I know that for many it's a learning experience when you come to the CID, but nevertheless, you learn and you improve. Okay. So with these words, I'm very proud to have been to have served as DG AP Police. Thank you very much. During my time as a DG, that kind of support and the contribution in working together towards the common goals and objectives, I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And thank you once again for the nice words that you all said. It makes me feel good. In fact, I forgot about it until you reminded. Because there's so many things in our, we don't have time to pause and think as well many a times. But thank you very much for saying those nice words. Kishore Gura, మంచి మాటలు ఉన్నాయనుకో. సో ఇంతకుముందు కూడా ఒక రెండుసారి కలిసినాము. ప్రతిసారి కలిసినప్పుడు కూడా మాటలు ఎంత మేక్స్ యూ ఫీల్ వెరీ గుడ్. సో ప్రతి ప్రోగ్రాంలో కూడా కిషోర్ లాంటి వాళ్ళని కూడా పెట్టాలి. సో ఎవ్రీబడి ఫీల్స్ గుడ్ అండ్ ఫీల్స్ హ్యాపీ. ఓకే, పాజిటివ్ ఎనర్జీ అందరికీ ఇవ్వాలి. సో Sunil, thank you very much. I wish Sunil Nayak, Hari and Radhika and each and every one of you all the very best. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please give me an opportunity to say a few words about you as vote of thanks, sir.
So before you propose vote of thanks, I also would like to thank DG sir for 4 things. One, CID got 25% additional salary under your DG-ship, sir. And CID ADG got financial HOD status under your leadership, sir. So for these 2 things, I would like to thank you from the side of CID family. And from my personal behalf, 2 reasons to thank you, sir. You are giving me Utkrishta Seva Patak and Ati Utkrishta Seva Patak. Today, 2 more medals, which I never know that those are existing. So you proposed my name and and I got it today. Sir is going to decorate on me by 4 p.m. So thank you very much, sir, on my personal behalf. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Sir, AP Police is favored enough to work under such an inspirational and simple leader like you. With your constant guidance, AP Police has stood as the best police force in India at various occasions on various parameters. Be it as an allied commando force in the form of octopus, be it like the best actionable service to the women in distress in the form of Disha application, be it in technology or in crime prevention. AP Police has pioneered in various areas of policing, like you said, sir. Sir, you have motivated the police officers by exhibiting tremendous zeal and high levels of commitment, sir. This is all because of your guidance. We are very happy to have worked under your regime, sir. The guidance you showed, the wisdom you bestowed, and the path you paved have set an undisputed precedence to follow by the future generations of police, sir. Your imprints as the head of the police forces will forever remain in our hearts and in the annals of police history, sir. The simple, humble and friendly manner with which you interact with the public, and the insightful speeches you give to the police forces, the innovative programs and applications that have been executed during your regime, the awards and the honors won by the AP Police have set a mark which every police officer will look at, sir. Sir, your contribution to the police department is immense. And with your welfare activities, with your professionalism, and with your simplicity, you have won our hearts and will shine constantly like a beacon to the forthcoming generations of police, sir. We are really very happy and down from my heart as budding police officers who have entered into Indian police service. We once again thank you for giving us an opportunity to serve under you and giving us an opportunity today to honor your services. Thank you, sir. And I wish you very good luck in the upcoming post, sir. Namaste.